Most of us do not even realize that we can make choices to have the kinds of lives we want. We do not have to take the advice of or please or impress the experts, relatives and friends, however well-meaning they might be. Many people today are like a motorist who sits in the passenger seat of his car because a whole group of people are hogging the driver's seat, fighting for control of the wheel. The car, of course, wobbles all over the highway with so many people staring. The motorist complains from time to time that he is getting farther and farther from his destination, but no one in the driver's seat seems to notice. Perhaps he eventually kicks them all out and manages to get into the driver's seat. He steps on the accelerator, but nothing happens. The car is still in neutral. Only when he shifts into first gear and at the same time steers the car does it begin to move toward his desired destination. When the magician archetype is activated, you feel confident that you know what ought to be done to transform your life or your world. You stop letting others make your decisions and you develop a vision for where you want to go. You also are willing to risk action to get behind the wheel of your life. You activate the gear shift of magic when you begin to act in keeping with your values and your life purpose. It is as if you place yourself in just that magical position that allows the gears of the universe to align with you and support your efforts. When you do so, you find that fortunate coincidences begin to occur that open a path for you. The magician archetype helps us take responsibility for existential choice. You might think of yourself as like a shaman stepping to the center of a medicine wheel or magic circle to do magic. Virtually all magical traditions teach that each individual is a microcosm of the universe. If we want to change the world, we might start with ourselves. Scientists tell us we live in a relativistic universe where no person, planet or star is any more central or intrinsically important than any other. None is higher or lower either. We step into the point of power inside our own magic circles when we act on the knowledge that we have as much right as does anyone else to determine the world's future. The best of contemporary career counseling encourages people to trust that their lives, no matter how difficult they have been, have prepared them to do something only they can do. When you find work that uses all your prior experience, it feels incredibly magical, like you are a puzzle piece dropping into place. As more and more parts find their right spaces, a structure emerges that others can use to orient themselves. In our culture, we tend to seek magical answers and expect them to be easy. Thus, the orphan sees the magician as someone who makes difficulties go away. However, in most spiritual traditions, magical abilities are a result of disciplined study and practices designed to help individuals align their wills with the divine. In the alchemical tradition, the ideal of changing lead to gold by a kind of telekinesis or mind over matter was not so much about chemistry as it was a sign that the consciousness of the alchemist had become golden as a result of long and disciplined practice. From this perspective, we can think of our difficult experiences as magical potions that help refine our consciousness. When the magician archetype is active in your life, you may sense an inner call to make a difference in the world in ways that might seem risky. You might even feel inadequate to the task. But magicians change history when they refuse to let their own lives and the lives of others be determined by social inertia. Rather, they demand that immediate change take place. Magicians are able to effect seemingly magical change precisely because they do not give away their power. Most of us imagine that other people are driving the fate of the world. The magician archetype demands that we move out of alienation and take the wheel of our own destinations. This, in turn, requires us to think of ourselves as being at the center of life, determining the future. Therefore, to be a magician, it is essential to know what you stand for. You can begin with what bothers you about the world, listen to what you complain about, and you will know what you are called upon to use your magic to rectify.